Hello, VooTube, I'm back again. And for now, I'm carrying on with my investigations and researches and well, making awareness of this poor little girl, Natalia Grace. And today we have, I think I found myself a female John Wedger. Yes, I have. I think I might have done VooTubers. Yes! Someone that has pretensions of being something that they really aren't and are just dim as anything. I could say something as dim as shoot. Let's say that. Let's just say that. Sub under par intellects getting themselves on the Vootoo and under some hooky pretense making pronouncements that then become part of the public zeitgeist, don't they? So people watch it and believe them. So I'm here to counteract this here so-called profiling criminal profiler. Ms. Patricia Brown, she calls herself, or Pat Brand. Pat Brand, she is. And she's from America. Summit or other that no one gives a stuff about. But on the back of her pretensions, she's now up here, uh, I don't know, making pronouncements on things that she has little, if anything, insight into. And any insight she might have is just took off. Like she keeps bleating on, well, I looked on Wikipedia and Natalia Grace doesn't have a Wikipedia page. No, because she's just about 20, disabled, and her fingers are, let's say, disabled. Like if you really did research into it, Mrs. Criminal Profiler, you'd find out that once she was handed a phone to make a phone call and she didn't know what to do with it, her little fingers couldn't work it. But no, we're going to hear all from Pat. Pat! Yes, we are. And this is her making the pronouncement on Christine Barnett, the erstwhile de facto mother and matriarch, and I might say as well, child abuser of this whole story. Come on, Pat, let's listen.
I agree with so much of what she says.
Yes.
I did not catch a lot of
No,
disingenuous stuff.
you didn't.
I didn't see things in there that made me not like her or question that. Sometimes when I read one of these books, I'm like,
Yes.
yeah, that person's narcissistic as hell.
Yes.
They're psychopathic.
Right.
It doesn't come across in this book.
No.
I find her very genuine.
You do.
Which is interesting because...
You do. You find her very genuine, don't you, Mrs. Criminal Profiler? Well, to start with, it's very easy nowadays to get somebody else to write the book, ghostwriter. You've also got firms that you can pay and the creative writers that you give them the template or the framework of your life or whatever story it is you're trying to get over, and they will dress it up. Ergo, and as an example, is the Curry Ritchie case at the moment, where she killed her husband, the father of her children, and then afterwards wrote a book on grief for the said now fatherless children of hers. And in fact, she actually got a creative writing firm to write it for her. Hawked it around America, getting all, well, sympathy and one thing and another, and acclamation and praise and everything. But she didn't actually write it, and she's now actually up on charges for murdering him. Yes, with fentanyl in his tea or something. So there you go, Mrs. Criminal Profiler. And you found a very genuine woman, as you keep saying through this 2 hour, 35-minute video that I've been forced to watch. Listen, I clean bleeding toilets for a living, and I've got more bleeding insight into human nature than what you have. Mrs. Criminal Living Profiler, you've really, well, you've got me goat, love. You've got me bleeding goat. Yes, you have. Listen up. Oh, because she was such a nice lady, because like you liked her book and one thing and another, didn't you? And she came across as genuine, and you saw her as a bit of a bleeding earth mother. Yes, so was Joan Crawford, wasn't she? Yes, possibly one of the best actresses of the 20th century, if not the best. Probably a thing with close shave with Bette Davis, isn't it? Joan Crawford, lovely, wasn't she? On the surface, put a camera on, she was amazing. Lovely, philanthropic, kind lady. Went out and adopted a load of children, didn't she? And abused the living granny out of every last one of them, Mrs. Profiling criminal profiling, whatever it is you claim to be.
In the documentary, they show the few things they show of her aren't very nice. Right. They show her acting and doing sexual stuff through photos. And
yeah, she was. She was sending photos of herself to his name's Freddie Gill, and he is a country and western star in some part of America. And his selling point is the fact that he's what you like people like to call small person, because you don't want to say dwarf, but he's got dwarfism. And I mean, the guy's older than me, and she was sending pictures of herself with her hands down her bleeding drawers and her boobies out, and Christ knows what, to this man with texts that we've all seen, saying that she wanted to do stuff with him, and she also wanted to get him fixed up with her daughter Natalia, who we all now know was actually 8 to 10 years old at the time, no matter how many times they got her re-aged.
With texting to people,
yes,
they show her as very cold-hearted,
right?
And yet you don't get any of this in the book, which is interesting.
Because she didn't write it, love. Wake up. Jesus Christ. I'm a criminal profiler, I am. I'm just like Sonic Pollution and John Wedger. Yes, I am. I'm full of BS. Bye-bye now.